right, welcome. So today we're going to do an exercise that I like to call a 90-90 into a leg raise into a curtsy squat. So I know that's a mouthful, but basically what we're doing is we're taking three different exercises and we're putting them together. So I'll break it down a little bit for you and go through those three different exercises nice and slow, and then we'll get a little bit faster just so you can see a little bit more of a fluid motion. So one thing I will say about this is it's going to challenge your balance. The goal is to try to do everything on one leg the whole time and try not to put your opposite foot down. If you have to tap, if you're going to wobble a little bit, that's okay. The point is to work on it. All right. So 90-90 is a setup that's basically a lunge. Okay. So you're set up in your lunge position. You've got your knee over your ankle and your back foot, you're up on your toes. Your shoulders are rolled down and away from the ears, and you're keeping your belly button tucked in to the spine. So come into what we call our 90-90. That's because we're creating a 90-degree angle with both of our legs. So you're in your 90-90. You're going to kind of lean forward a little bit to put more weight on that front leg. Come forward. And then knee raise. So that's where the second exercise is. And again, this is a challenge of balance. So I'm wobbling here. And then I'm going to step back, come into my curtsy. Now, from this curtsy, I'm just going to come back where I came from. So into my knee raise and back into my 90-90. And that's the whole exercise. Obviously, I went through that very slowly. And you saw I was wobbling like crazy because I was going through it so slowly. That definitely challenged my balance. You do not need to go through it that slowly. I would take your time and I would focus on the balance, but you do not need to go through it that slowly. So let me try this on the other side so you can see what it looks like from this angle, and I'll go a little bit faster. 90-90, into a knee raise, into a curtsy, back into, see, I have to tap my toe, into a knee raise, into a 90-90. And that's the whole exercise. So my recommendation would be to do this without weights. Start with body weight, get used to the balance, get used to the motion. Trust me, it's going to burn. You're doing a lot on one side, your hip, your glute, everything is going to burn. Once you get used to that, you can add a weight. I would probably start by holding it up at the chest, and that's because it's going to help with center of gravity. It'll help keep you balanced a little bit more. If you want to challenge the balance even more, bring the weights up to the shoulders. That'll force you to use your core. You can use a barbell, you can use dumbbells, whatever you have should work fine. And obviously, if you want, you can hold the weights to the sides. That'll be a little bit easier.